Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations Retro Headmasters Hardhead. This was a re-release of the Titans Return Hardhead mold. After Titans Return happened and we had the US like Hasbro toy-centric version color schemes, and then the Takara anime version color schemes, they kind of came out with a re-release of the toys with a little more anime color scheme, some toy-based tampagraphs, and then the Japanese Takara version Headmasters. This I was able to get for like 15 bucks secondhand from the toy department, which I think, again, for a deluxe and for as good as the Headmaster gimmick is a pretty nice deal. We can see the colors, I feel like, are a better contrast compared to the Titans Return version, which we can do that comparison right here. We've got, let me flip that piece down. We've got the two next to each other. You can see how the stickers make a difference, adding in these like shiny metal details and things like that. But comparing the two, you can see how this is like a richer green on this side. I think I actually like the brighter green here, but I do like the darker brown on this version, as well as the darker black on the tread sections. Other than that, they are the same toy. It's really just, again, we can see like armor-plated painted details. The fact that the top is painted so it doesn't have to be stickered is nice. Yeah, it's a good toy that was already good baseline, and it's just been improved by some additional color choices. We do have our Headmaster. All the same functionality is the same. If we move this gun out of the way, we can open up a seat. Oop. That is, you know, it'll pop right back in, but there is a little bit of like wear and tear in the mold, which is surprising because the molds I felt like didn't get a ton of use. But here's our Headmaster, again in colors matching this version of the toy, but he can sit right in there. And of course, if you want to see kind of how things compare, here are the retro version versus the Takara colors version. We can see kind of the greens and the browns used. And then we do have the Hasbro version. So we can see the greens and the brown. This is almost more of a gray, whereas these two are definitely brown torsos, and then the three different shades of green. So it's funny that with the way the Headmaster toy line works out, we get an army of these little guys that are essentially the same mold, but slight variations. And I do like that a lot. Like, I like that I can have this guy in the pilot seat. I can have this guy on the gunnery seat. And then I can take my last Duros or Furos and put him up front like he's Master Chief riding the Scorpion. I do, if that'll fit. So it's a tiny little 3mm peg. There we go. And then back here, again, the Headmasters have the exact same articulation. It is the same mold, just with a different faceplate. So you can have kind of your squad of dudes riding around on the tank, and we've got the same casters and everything. So it's a fun, just little vehicle with very teeny tiny pilots that I dig a lot. And if you feel the need to swap out any faceplates, you can absolutely do that. Coming back in here, you can, they have this screw up front, and I've got kind of stickers on some of them. But on this, there's a screw, you take it out, the faceplate comes right off, and you can swap them out however you choose, which is a nice little feature. Let me make sure, yeah, this is the Takara version. So, transformation we have seen before. We are going to fast forward. What may not have shown up in the fast forwarded transformation is how floppy this guy is, unfortunately. The body, these hip joints have not held up. They're ball joints that definitely need some future floor polish. The knees are even a little floppy. The arms are. It is, for a toy that really only got used 3 times, there's just, it feels like an unnecessary amount of slop in it. We do have our new faceplate reveal, if we haven't done it on camera already. And we just flip him down, And there is Hardhead's lipped face. We can, of course, slam it down. I love the way those click into place. Bring this cannon up like so. Love a good shoulder cannon and give him his gun. It's all the same posability we saw before. We have, again, new paint apps. I like the silver and red on black. That's a lot of great contrast, and it makes him have an armored, warlike look. I love the tampos on the thighs. I love the paint around his torso, or his crotch. I do wish there was more paint on the torso. I wish he had a little Autobot symbol up here, but he's got them on his shoulders, which is just fine. Again, it's unfortunate. He's a little back heavy, so like he wants to fall back at the slightest thing because of the fact that he's just a little floppy, which is, really sad. If we're comparing the two, obviously this is the tampoed version. I really like, again, the same color choices from the alt mode. I like this version of the colors. I think I like this, like the fact that it's just this piece painted versus the whole yellow section. That just looks cleaner and nicer. Same thing with the crotch area. But I do like, in this case, it's stickers. I like these vents and stuff. It helps give a lot more life to that chest. And of course, it's down to whether you want, the brown versus the grayish brown, and then the max look versus the lips look. Now, you could, if you're curious, swap out if you have an extra Takara maxed head. You can take that one off and put on. This is obviously not a perfect match. It does make his head stand out on his body, but here's how that looks. When I first got this, I did do a double take. I thought for a brief moment that I had found the Takara Legends version for $15. But the retro version is still like a decent find if you get it for 15 bucks, as long as the joints are tight. It's the sort of thing where the shoulders and the hips you can tighten up, but the elbows and the knees are harder. So it's up to you how much of that you're willing to forgive on your toy. But if you're able to pick them up for $15, that's, almost half the price of a deluxe at retail these days. It's hard to say no to that kind of value. It's just a lot of good play pattern. It's a really good toy. That is it. That is our look at Transformers Generations Retro Headmaster Hardhead. We are going to be doing a giveaway. As I did this video, I was thinking about my thoughts and stuff. I think right now I'm going to keep both of these guys because I like their alt mode. But we have a winner to announce from last week's giveaway. So we are going to head over to that right now. All right, time to announce the winner of Transformers Generations Titans Return Blur. Fingers crossed I have not caught Hannah's strep throat. She's not feeling great. I feel like a sense of deja vu. Have I recently mentioned that like she's been sick? I don't know. Anyway, on the left are all the comments. If you wanted to pass on the giveaway and just want to leave a comment, I always appreciate that. Got a thumbs up. But if if you wanted to enter the giveaway and you answered the question of the day, you got a heart. And all the hearts are how I was tracking the entries for the giveaway. We had 12 entries today. And let's see, ran between 1 and 12. Our winner is number... Did it not show up? Ah, there it is. 1, Transformers Collections and 6642. Congratulations to Transformers Collections. And yeah, I totally agree with this. To me, when I think of Scourge and Transformers, I do not think of Unicron and Galvatron and Cyclonus's buddy. I think of Robots in Disguise Scourge 1000%. Great answer. And congratulations. Reach out to us on our social media or DM us on Discord and we'll get Blur bundled up and sent out to you as soon as possible. And thanks everybody for watching. Bye.